Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Arati. I am coming on with a special video today to talk about how you as a small business employer can get up to $33,000 per employee. Now, this is a program that has flown under the radar, but is a great program that can get you access to free money. So we know all through the pandemic, we've been talking about ways to get you free money for your business. This is definitely one of those that I want to make sure that you and your peers that are out there know about this program. So you know if you're eligible, and so that you can take advantage and get the money that is available under this program, which is the Employee Retention Tax Credit. So again, come on in. Let me know who you are, where you're hailing from, what your business is. Definitely want to know about that. Do share this broadcast out. Sharing is caring. We already know there's so many business owners that don't know about these programs, but we need you all to know about them so you can take advantage of it. For your business. That's why these programs are here. These are multi-billion-dollar programs that are available to you. If you're not subscribed and you enjoy our content and you have benefited over the past several months, do subscribe to our channel. We love to have you as part of our family. Thank you to all those that continue to support our content. We definitely appreciate it. Do give this a thumbs up, right? Or hit that like button so that more people can see this video and it can reach those who really do need it. So again, this is specifically, I'm going to be talking about the Employee Retention Tax Credit up to $33,000 per employee. Now, this is for those that have W-2 employees on payroll. So for those of you that are solopreneurs, this isn't for you, but I know you know business owners who it does apply to, and there are definitely other programs available to you, such as, and that you have gotten, such as the PPP program and the EIDL program. But this is for employers. So if you do have employees on payroll, they're W-2 employees, not 1099, this is a program that is definitely for you. This, just like the EIDL and PPP, which are very popular, this was established in March of 2020 under the CARES Act to help support small business owners during the pandemic. But for some reason, it has flown under the radar. And so you may not have known that you qualify for this particular program. Now, I know when it first launched back in 2020, you could not get this benefit and get the PPP, right, the Paycheck Protection Program funding. But that all changed under the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021 that passed, right, was signed into law on December 27th of 2020. One of the biggest, this expanded the benefit, and also one of the biggest things that came out of that was that you could get the PPP and also get this tax credit. So we know we can't use the same benefit for the same covered periods, but this is significant for those of you all that have employees. So again, this was expanded under the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021. It also extended the expiration date, which was targeted for June of 2020. It expanded it to 2021, all quarters in 2021. So this is extended to December 31st of 2021. This is also another way to incentivize business owners to maintain their payrolls, right? So we know that there was a struggle, and there continues to be, challenges with maintaining payroll. We want to keep people employed, and this is one of the ways to incentivize businesses to do that, to keep your employees on your payroll. So this is a great incentive that came out of that. Now, when the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 passed, we know that is the most recent bill that was passed and signed into law, that we're reaping a lot of the benefits. It also expanded it to where if you may not have, if you're a business and you're employed, or you were in business operation as of or before February 15th, you can still take advantage of this program. But one of the things that you need to know is that you have to have a max of $1 million in receipts, and also have a 90% decline in gross receipts, so gross revenue, gross sales. But that is not for everyone. So I'm going to walk through what can make you, how to know if you're eligible and what steps you need to take, like immediately, right? If you have not already taken advantage of this program. And if you are one that has taken advantage of this program, please do let us know in the comments. We always want to make sure we share these success stories, let people know that if other business owners can get access to these programs, you can too. You just need to know where they are, how to get access, and how to go and apply for these different opportunities. So with that said, I'm going to break it down into eligibility for 2020 and 2021, because I said it started in 2020 and then it expanded to 2021. And so some of the eligibility change. Okay, so that's how you can determine when you're calculating the wages of your teams and what you will qualify for. These are things to keep in mind. So eligibility for 2020, your business had to have either been fully or partially suspended. So we know for a majority of us, a lot of us were partially. We weren't fully, we were partially suspended due to COVID orders, right? There was a shutdown. We were under quarantine. That we didn't have a choice in the matter. So if that is you, you can qualify for this, or your gross receipts had to have been less than 50%, a decrease in 2020 in that quarter compared to that same quarter in 2019. So we've seen this time and time again with a lot of these programs that with the expansion, they're requesting that you be able to show some type of a decrease, and they have specified how much of a decrease they would like to see. So under the 2020 eligibility, they want to see the 50% decrease in a quarter in 2020 compared to that same quarter in 2019. Now, again, if you were not open in 2019, there's comparisons that you can do to calculate, just like you have been able to do with all the other programs like PPP and EIDL. Now, the difference in eligibility with 2021, this began January 1 of 2021. So again, your business had to have been fully or partially suspended due to government enforced COVID-19 orders, or 20%. So you see that difference for the expansion in 2021. You only need to be able to show 20% decrease in gross receipts in a quarter compared to the quarter of the 2019 quarter, whereas in 2020 it was 50%. Okay, so I know most of us, probably 90%, can say that they had a 20%, at least a 20% decrease in some quarter in 2020 compared to 2019. And then likewise, with those that weren't in business in 2020, you can do a comparison and be able to calculate for your 2020 income. Now, let's talk about how much these credits are worth. So I said up to a maximum of $33,000 per employee. So let's break it down. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to bring up my screen. I'm going to do a screen share for illustration purposes only, just so you can see it's an example of a business owner, what a business may look like, and how the calculation happens. So if you can't see the entire screen, don't worry about it. I will actually talk through what is on the screen. So that will be helpful for you. Okay, so now it's up on the screen. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, so before I get to the table, that's again up there for reference. Let me just go through here. So again, there's differences. So we discussed the eligibility requirements for 2020, eligibility requirements for 2021. Now let's break down the how much is worth for each of the years. So for 2020, wages paid after March 12th of 2020 and before January 1st of 2021, you can apply to receive up to 50% of qualifying wages up to $10,000 for a maximum of $5,000 per employee annually. That was in 2020. Now for 2021, you can take wages paid after January 1st of 2021 and before January 1st of 2022, okay? and have the Employee Retention Tax Credit applied for up to 70%. 70% of qualifying wages up to 10K per quarter. Per quarter. So companies can receive up to 28K per employee through December 31st of 2021. So that $33,000 cap is for a combined max from your 2020 eligibility and your 2021 eligibility. So you will see here on the screen, let me just make sure it's still up here on the screen. This is just an example of a potential 2021 employee tax credit. You'll see that along the left-hand side, there is a list of the employees, right? So you could do this for yourselves in a Word document or Excel spreadsheet or other tool, but you list out your employee. We can see that there's 2 full-time employees, and then we have several additional part-time employees. So we see employee 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are part-time. Also listed here are the owners. Now, owners are not allowed to receive the Employee Retention Tax Credit. We know as the owner, when you apply for PPP, you could get your salary replacement, right? So your owner's compensation under the PPP program. So you need to know that as the owner, you are not qualified for the ERTC. This only applies to your full-time and part-time employees. And so we can see in column 2, we're listing first quarter qualifying wages there for full-time. Again, and you see that they have it there. We're equaling up for full-time 10,680, and then part-time you can see below is 3,060. But if you look in the third quarter, we know what I just stated the maximums are. So they highlighted the maximums in the quarter: $7,000 max, $7,000 max for the full-time employees, and then part-time that were on payroll for the quarter. Okay, so you would know based on your payroll system who was part-time, who was full-time during any particular quarter. And so they have that outline here. And then they also have second quarter qualifying wages and second quarter tax credit for the 70%. That's 70%. Do you know how significant that is for your business, for a business that has employees? This is a lot of money. Just think about this combined, even if it just stood alone, but combined with your PPP money and your EIDL money or other types of grant, this is very significant for your business. So you can see here, and they do the calculations at the bottom. So in this particular illustration, the amount that they were able to get in the ERTC tax credit is $24,710. That is amazing. So just look at your business, the employees that you have, and then see if you are eligible based on the eligibility requirements that I just outlined, and see if you qualify, and then go after these tax credits. Now, how to claim these tax credits is important, okay? So this is not something you go to the SBA and apply for like a lot of these other programs. First thing that you can do is report your wages and health insurance costs, your qualifying wages and health insurance costs for each quarter on your quarterly tax return. So us as business owners, we know that we have quarterly tax returns. If you have employees on payroll that you're submitting on a quarterly basis, and you would do this via Form 941. So a lot of you are out there, even throughout this pandemic, have asked me regarding this Form 941 that has been requested for other programs. This is important. This is where you report your payroll. And this is also how you're going to claim the credit beginning second quarter of 2020. That is when it started. Also, there is another option. So if the company employment tax deposits does not cover the credit cost, the employer can receive a payment in advance, okay? And so there's another form that you would use to do this. So you can get advanced payment on your credit, meaning that the IRS will issue you a check, okay? So who wouldn't love a check to be sent to them from the IRS? And you would do this by submitting the Form 7200, okay? And so I know this may seem complicated, right? But it's definitely worth the complication to be able to get access to these credits. This is free money for your business if you have employees. What makes it easier is having access to an accountant. So you have financial experts on your team for a reason. If you don't have them, I highly recommend you invest in them so that they can make sure that they can go through the information with you, make sure you have everything that you need so that you can qualify for this tax credit. But these are two options that you can use to claim this tax credit. You can find even more information on the IRS's website and through the Treasury Department. So if you think that you are eligible, I would highly encourage you to act immediately, quickly, to contact your accountants or your tax professionals that handle your accounts and your payroll. They should know what to do. Or hire someone. So I always say, if you need referrals, we have referred accountants and tax preparers to many entrepreneurs and business owners throughout this entire pandemic. So we're happy to do so. Just shoot us an email at hello@shebosstalk.com, and I'm happy to give you a referral if you need it. But again, you want to go to your tax advisors or your accountants immediately to take advantage of these 2021 credits. And this is something that they can help with. They can help you in determining and documenting your company's eligibility. They can also calculate the credits. Okay, so we know that calculation has been a challenge for a lot of business owners, especially when it comes to determining, if you had a certain percentage of decrease in a quarter compared to another quarter. This is where your accountants, they're financial people. They're all about the money. They're all about your financial health and your financial success. That's why they are so important to your business. Okay, so do get them involved. They can help compile all of the required documentation that may be needed. They can also help you prepare those forms that I just spoke about, the 941 quarterly tax form, which is already doing it. So if you're already filing your quarterly taxes, they have them, okay? Or the form 7200. They can also coordinate with your payroll company. So sometimes businesses outsource their payroll. So you may be one of those. So you want to definitely coordinate with your payroll company, whether you're doing it in-house or you're outsourcing it to like an ADP or some other type of payroll company. You definitely want to coordinate with them. And then again, your financial experts that you have available to you can help support you in this effort. So you don't feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know about this and all these terms that sound complicated. I'm not going to do it. How many times have people said that throughout this entire pandemic? And I told you, you have to go after what you want. This is not a situation where you can be passive in it. You have to be action oriented. You have to do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that you believe that you deserve. And if you qualify for this, why just not take it? Right? Why not take free money that you are eligible for just because you think it may be an extra challenge or something new you don't quite understand? That's why we do have these videos. We do these explainer videos. And that's why there are experts all around you, even government organizations like SCORE, the SBDC, SBA, to help support you, and the IRS. To be able to help support you in getting access to these programs. So again, this is the Employee Retention Tax Credit. This has been around since the CARES Act in March of 2020. It has been extended and expanded, and you could possibly be eligible to receive up to $33,000 per employee. So again, I would encourage you to contact your accountant as soon as possible. If you have not taken advantage of this already, and do it, go for it like you would any other funding opportunity that is out there. Let me just go through this. Feel free to ask any questions that you have. Again, this is explainer video to make sure that you're well informed about the program that is out there. But I always follow up after the broadcast to make sure that you have access or the information that you need. I can answer any questions that you have after I circle back as well. But don't feel like, again, that you have to know everything that is involved. You know, we know we've gotten PPP, we've gotten EIDL, maybe you've got the Shutter Venue Operators Grant, maybe you got the Restaurant Revitalization Grant or some other grants. And I know thousands of you have, because we have helped you to do so. Use that money to invest in yourselves. So we don't have to know everything, right? But we have to know where to go to get the help that we need. And this is the time that you want to get the help and pay an expert to be able to help you get access to this money that is available. Okay. So let me know for you that are out there. I know a lot of you are getting your PPP forgiven. That is so great. I know one of our community members just got over 30,000 forgiven. She reached out to us. She was so excited. Just got over $30,000 forgiven of her PPP loans. Okay. So that was a phenomenal program. But again, some of these other programs have kind of been overlooked because of these bigger programs. And I just want to make sure you all know all the ones that are out there to help support you in your business, including the SBA debt relief program for those of you that have other types of SBA loans. I will be coming on again this week to talk about how to get SBA funding. I have a lot of people that have reached out to me lately. I did a video on alternative PPP and EIDL funding that is available, and I did walk through that, but I want to go through specifically a video to show you how to get access to other type non-COVID related SBA funding that is also available out there. So it's important for you all to know your options, because I know a lot of businesses, especially in underserved communities, don't know what their options are. There's not a lot of other people sharing information, sharing knowledge like this. And it's so important if we're going to get through a pandemic, if we're going to survive, and more than that, if we're going to thrive, we have to support each other and share knowledge. That is the only way that we're going to make it. We're still in the height of the pandemic, and no business is at full operation where they were prior to COVID. And that's what we want to get all the businesses. It may take years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years to be able to get back to the levels that we were prior to the pandemic. And the resources and tools and information that we provide here can help you do that sooner, can help you get over that hump, right? And we know capital, businesses need capital, whether it's COVID time or non-COVID time. Businesses need capital. That's the number one reason business fails, because lack of capital. So you need to know where can you get alternative forms of capital for your business. And so we have that here. You can always just go to the show notes and the description of this video. We have all the resources and tools that are available that have helped us get access to the funding we need that has really impacted our business and that have impacted thousands of other businesses. It helps you to get off of the struggle bus and makes the process much, much, much more easy. Because I know with a lot of these programs, it's a challenge and it can be complicated to understand. So we try to put it in the simplest form as possible. But even with that said, we still need access to even more experts. So I'm glad that we have been able to be that for a lot of you all that are out there. I encourage you to stay connected, right? Subscribe, hit that notification button to be made aware anytime that I go live. I love going live so that I can actually connect with all of you all and engage and answer those questions that you all have. And I want you to know that you have a support system here. A lot of business owners lack that. They're operating in isolation. A lot of them aren't even on social media. They don't know the first thing to do, the first place to go to get the information. And I see that a lot in underserved communities. I'm even in Facebook groups where they're not sharing information. Like information about these programs. I'm like, why are we here together as a group, as a community, and we're not building community? We're not sharing information and pointing people. It's nothing. It doesn't hurt you to tell someone to go check out our channel, to share a video, to tell them about the SBA, and to tell them about this program, and to tell them about the EIDL program. It does not hurt you. It helps you to know that you have helped impact another business to help them to be able to stay in business during these still difficult times that we're going through. So I appreciate every single one of you all. I hope you have having a wonderful start to the week and have a wonderful, successful, productive remainder of the week. And if you need us, feel free to reach out to us. We're all across social media. Connect with us wherever we are. Shoot us an email if you need something from us, either product or a service or a referral. We're happy to give it. If you want to collaborate, we're happy to do it. Just come with your A game, okay? So thank you so much. Continue to be the boss with Amplify Impact. Continue to stay safe and in good health. You all have a wonderful day. Bye.